So let us begin, everyone, as always, with our breath. The breath leads us inwards. The breath connects us to our body, and through the connection to the body, to our higher centers. As you breathe with awareness, we breathe in the light of spirit. We breathe in the energies, the transmissions that are being sent to us from above, for they are being sent constantly and are in the very air that we breathe. You find yourselves in touch with the divine flow that simply moves through us. It awakens us to that dimension of self which is normally absent when we live in our ego mind. The breath leads us away from the ego mind into the sensation of the body and more deeply into our core and the experience of our high heart space. From here, we send our heart energy around our circle, the circle of love, as the Arcturians have described it. They say how important it is to them to have a group such as ours that they can work with. So we learn to surrender to the divine flow as our heart energy moves around our circle. The high heart, of course, knows how to do this. You simply allow it to take place. From your higher mind, just above the top of your head, your higher mind sends around our circle the connection with the higher mind. As we become connected in our circle, both heart and mind, the higher heart, higher mind, moving through our circle, connecting each of us and expanding each one's energy, expanding the heart, and we find ourselves coming more and more into that place within of stillness, of peace, and of non-doing. For the energies that we each are receiving make it more possible than ever to be within our being, to be centered around the heart, and to leave the focus upon the ego mind. As these energy transmissions intensify, they overtake the power of the pull of the ego mind, and we simply need to surrender to them. You begin to feel the presence of the Arcturians that are with us and their etheric crystal temple energy, which is formed around our circle. As it comes greater into our awareness, you may see or sense or feel the geometries of light, the colours of the many rays, the Arcturian blue light, but most importantly, to feel their presence, to feel the frequency they bring to us, feel their love, how you feel comforted here, and how your frequency is being raised simply by being in their presence. Feel the love that they have for you and give your appreciation to them as they send down a shower of light from above, through your core, through your aura, cleansing and clearing your energy field for you of any dark, lower vibrational energies that may have attached to you, that perhaps belong to you. As your aura begins to clear, so greater light and clarity enters. You feel more lightness within the physical body as they bring a shimmering energy, rising slowly up through your aura, gently raising the frequency to a higher level of light. We have learned there is nothing for us to do here, for we simply surrender and allow, as all is done for us. We look into the center of the crystal temple, where we see an enormous etheric crystal emitting a powerful light. This is the transmissions which the temple masters are sending to us at this time. As we look upon the crystal through our third eye, sending our love into the crystal, the light becomes ever brighter until it is the brightest light you can hold. Your body is relaxed. You are in that place of non-doing. From the place of non-doing, you create the space for your beingness, simply to be. For the self within, a being of light, a being of love, pure awareness, pure consciousness, simply observes without judgment the human experience. The lower cannot raise itself, only the higher can raise the lower. As you bring your higher awareness to the physical body, to your human experiences, your emotional body, your mental body, the higher frequencies of love and light that flow through you from the higher dimensions create within you the transformational process, the transmutation of the lower into the higher, of fear into love, of sadness into joy, and so on. We simply receive with gratitude and allow, coming into allowance, into that space within of surrender. We surrender the ego self to the divine self, to divine flow moving through us. It is actually the self within which we surrender to. The self within, of course, part of our higher chakras. And as we surrender to divine will, we surrender to the will of God, for the higher self is always in accordance with the will of God, divine will. And we find our higher chakras opening up from our high heart to our third eye and our crown. Above our crown to our soul star chakra, and above that to the stellar gateway, opening us to our galactic consciousness. As you enter into galactic consciousness, you feel the oneness throughout the galaxy. You float upon the sea of consciousness. You are everywhere without limitation. You are infinite in this divine flow. There is only peace, serenity, bliss, and divine love. Planet Earth, Mother Earth, Gaia, is also in this oneness of galactic consciousness. And through your root chakra, you feel your connection to the earth, to the soul, the heart of Gaia. She rises upwards into your high heart, expanding your heart energy, bringing to you a higher experience of the fifth dimension and beyond. You have no attachments here, no identifications, a place of neutrality. And still you rise higher in your frequency as you continue to be lifted and you continue to expand in consciousness. As you are here in the crystal temple, focusing once more upon the crystal and its brilliant light. At the same time, we are all open to our galactic consciousness, of which this crystal temple is a part. As we focus upon the crystal through our third eye, flowing the love of our hearts into this crystal, the temple masters now transmit to us all that we need in preparation for the lunar eclipse full moon. Simply receive these energies, for it is as if you are receiving the eclipse now. You allow the transmissions to enter without interference, allowing them to flow, to go where they wish to go. For it is, of course, higher dimensional consciousness, higher dimensional intelligence working within you. Simply allow yourself to be in allowance, receive Him by grace, in that place of non-doing, in your beingness, in the purity of your consciousness, as a being of light. You are surrounded, enveloped, embraced in the Christed love. Which so many higher beings are radiating towards you constantly. The eclipse is opening your hearts wider. Your guides, teachers, Arcturians, countless angels are all with you to support you, love you, and assist you through any fears or challenges that may arise. You are strong enough now to remain in your core, to hold your alignment and to be in your I Am presence. Many of your fears have vanished. You cannot even remember what they were. But whenever a lower emotion should arise within you, with loving acceptance, give it your compassion, your kindness, gentleness, and love, and extend this to all people, to all life. For as you give love, so you receive love. And the unconditional love of Christ consciousness is pouring towards each of you. And you feel the love of Christ within your own heart. As you are becoming activated back into your Christ itself. You cannot do it. You cannot get it. You simply allow and receive. Even surrender is something you can only allow. You cannot do it, for that is the ego self. Surrender takes place as one moves increasingly into the high heart space. And the divine light that is entering this planet and each one becomes a greater force than the ego self. As the love within grows, as we find our true self, we also find self-love. We cannot go into the fifth dimension with low self-worth, self-criticism and judgment. Let go of these things. Let go of your attachment to them and simply be. Be your true self, the being of light that you are, and deep within, you are a being of love. Let this be the place within that you return to during your quiet time, during your meditation time. And it will accustom you to being in the fifth dimension. As we are here together in our stillness, receive and to be lifted higher and higher. It is a dimension we feel separated from for so long, and it is here for us now. Simply allow as we all continue to receive. And we are a channel of light and love. above and below. So we hold the light for the world and lead the world into the fifth dimension, together with Gaia. Become aware of your foundation, your pelvic area, and of your base chakra, and the line of light down to Gaia's heart and core, to her soul. And give to her your love. Feel your core and the strength that lies within your core. Feel how aligned you are within. And you are strong enough to remain in balance, knowing the helpers that you have from the higher realms to support you, assist you, and they are within you, in the oneness. So whenever you wish, feel free to open your eyes